Joe, just like I said, Joe's a content creator, and he was like, "Yo, Milk, we can do this, we can do that," and then what we wanted to do. What we wanted to do is pretty much what we're doing now is run our own show with our own commercials and our own clips and things like that. So we was kind of handcuffed in Mix 5 Radios because what he was charging us, he only wanted to do, the thing, and then the business wasn't right because the more we worked hard, the more he owned. So I said, wait a minute, man, I'm not here to I'm not here to make somebody else, I want to do this myself. So, we talked, and I had another friend, Coach Anthony. Shout out to Coach Anthony from the Bulldogs, and he had this place down here called Green Desk. And he said, yo, Milt, you can use, what you going to do? We found out that we left Mix 5 Radios, and we was kind of limbo a little bit. And he called me up and said, what you going to do? He said, well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. May go to another studio or whatever the situation. But we was in the beginning stages of it, and it was like kind of weird. Like, what was the next move? And he said, why don't you use the conference room down here at Green Desk? So when I came down and saw it, I said, well, this is great, man. This is great that we can use this and launch it off. And that's where you see episode 2 and 3, which probably one of our worst episodes. It probably was one of our worst episodes, 2 and 3, but we didn't stop. We didn't have no equipment, and with the echo, it was like kind of like a potluck type of thing. Joe brought his computer, and we brought ourselves, and and we tried to do things with the cameras and things like that, and it was terrible. And that could have that could have ended right there. But my drive and Joe's drive. We put it together, man. We shut down for the Christmas holiday, and we came back with episode 4. We got Mr. Phenomenal came in and brought us our first two guests, our first two major guests, which was Bruce Eugene and it was an ex-NFL player, KJ Strauss, and we had 2 good episodes with those guys, and we would have clips of it. But the audio is so crazy. We like forget that. we said forget the audio, man. So we bounced back there, did a 6th episode, and that's when the COVID hit, and this is when we really went into stride. And the COVID hit, and that was really like a time in us that probably would have like end most things, but it didn't end us. But it did was it made us work even harder and get what we got to do and make it and put it together right. And we made a financial commitment at that time to we didn't want to do the conference room no more. So what we did, we got our own place at the time, and then from there we just built it up with equipment and things like that, and getting the programs right and everything together until it came to what we have today is what you see. And we was at the 50th episode. So tonight we're gonna highlight some of our earliest episodes. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about one of our most moving episodes. We're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about, our biggest that put us on the map. It was the episode that put us on the map, it was one of those episodes. And we're gonna talk about one of our biggest episodes and our biggest viewing episodes. And then we're gonna talk about the Riot Squad era. The Riot Squad era was fun, and then the future, and then your support. And then we're gonna do some other things. So right now we're gonna move into one of our moving. What we call it. It was an episode that was very moving to us, And it was episode 10 where we had Ozzy passed away. Is a photographer from his company was what was Ozzy's company? He had a photography company. He did videos and things like that, and he passed away. And it was because I knew Ozzy for a long time, and we was doing, and we had Mr. Dexter, the president of Rockaway Ravens, came on, and he gave his interview, and as we got the clips for episode 10. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We lost a great man today. Youth football's own Rome Charles, sometimes known as Ozzy. He was the sights and sounds of New York City youth football. His video recordings, his photos was top quality. His eyes was the best I knew when it came down to sports graphics, flyers, posters, video editing, and photography. He painted a clear picture of professionalism on all events Flash City Media was assigned to. We lost a good brother, a family man, and on the behalf of the podcast show NYC U Sports, our deepest condolence goes out to the family and friends. And can we get a moment of silence for Ozzy? Yeah, we back, man, and we miss Ozzy, and I made a mistake. It's Fast City Media. Ozzy was a fantastic photographer, videographer, and things like that, and he's going to be missed. It was one part in there that we tried to get is Mr. Dexter's testimony. We wasn't able to crop it in time, but his testimony that Ozzy left his kidney from him, and we was just trying to get Mr. Dexter from the Rockaway Ravens online. If you hearing it with our voice, feel free to call in at 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017, and we just get an update on how you feeling and what's going on and like that. But that was a moving episode for it was episode 10. And I'm moving so fast that I skipped the episode because it was a time that we was in the COVID, and we decided to open up the studio where we at right now. We moved from the conference room and we went into our own private room here at Green Desk, and we call it Studio A. And this was the first show, and we had one of our co-hosts that we was trying to bring on. The Ghetto Griot, L-Son, and here he is. Here is the first show that was in Studio A, episode 8. Welcome back to our first show back in our new Studio A. I am Coach Uncle Milt. This is the podcast show, NYC U Sports. We back, and it's great to be back and things, and unfortunately, Mr. Phenomenal is not here today. Hoping we get him back on the show next week. We will be back on the air every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, our new hour, and we're going to see how it goes. We glad to be back, glad to be COVID safe. We was in the house for a few, and the show was down, and we built this beautiful state-of-the-art studio, and we finished, and it's all good. So Uncle Milt is back, and we got a lot of things to talk about. I'm gonna say I got a couple of people here with me. First is Coach Anthony. I know him. He's a Bulldog 8U coach, and he's gonna talk about a few things about what's going on with flag football and have another alternative with for your kids to do a certain thing. And we have a special person today. We was glad to pick up this brother. He's straight out of Brooklyn, New York, right? He is the Ghetto Griot. He's going to tell you what that means. The God body, and he is L's son. And you drop the O, but it's the U, L's son. And we glad to have him. So welcome, L. Well, and, tell us about yourself and, We back NYCU Sports, and that was Coach Anthony. He was just like I said in the beginning, he was one of the guys that let us use the conference room, and started off the first early episodes, and our thanks, and we're very appreciative of that, and our thanks go out to him for he was one of the guys that started it off with us so we can reach 50. It wasn't for him calling me up and saying, Mill, what's the next move? I didn't know what the next move was, but he created the next move, and I'm always be grateful for that he created that next move for us. I don't know. We're waiting for Mr. Phenomenal. I don't know if he's if he get the link or whatever. If you get it in, give us let us know if you coming in or not. Yeah, and I reached back and talked to people that I feel was part of the early days that got us here to 50, and tonight is just giving them homage and thanking them for setting us on the road that we is in today. So at the end of the day, no matter how we feel or what we do and where we go, and we may end up, we may have started together and we end up not together. It's we still men, and we still care. We should still care about the sports, youth sports in New York and the kids. So this is what I'm about. This is what I stand for, and this is what I do. This every week is for the sports, the love of the sport, and the love of the kids, playing and things like that. And we create this platform to promote, to report, and to recognize the achievements, good, bad, or ugly, in youth sports. And this is the platform we created. And like I said, always, I don't create the stories. I just talk about it, and it's got to happen before I say anything. So that was one of the episodes, and we try to reach out to everybody. And just like I said, our phone lines are open. 718-873-2017. That's 878-718-873-2017. And we get ready to go to the break, but we want to your phone lines will be open when we get back, and we're going to talk about the episode that put us on the map, and thank the group of people who did it and gave us that interview, and that put us on the map, and 300 out the gate. And that was our first 3-digit view show, and we always grateful for that, and it's been going since then. So when we come back, we're gonna talk about this. This is NYC Youth Sports, Uncle Milton. Where I'll be right back.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is Help Required. Each of us helps one of us. With this continuously cycle of support, we'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
We're back, NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. You know, hey Ralph, what's going on? You there?
I'm here.
All right, let's see. You're gonna rock and roll right now. You know, we're gonna talk about one of the. I want to before I get this. I want to say this. You know, what's on my mind and things like this. I don't take nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't take nothing personal. All I could do is make phone calls, make texts. Those who want to come in, come, and those who don't, they don't. That's it. Old timer told me this a long time ago. If they don't answer the phone or they don't call you back, they don't want to do business with you. Don't take it personal, man. You know, and that's it. And that's how I've been taking it. That's how I've been taking it for 30 years in selling. You know, when I sell my products and stuff and sell my advertisement and signs and printing, I take this right now. I'm not afraid to put it out there. I ask people, if you want to do business with me, go ahead. And we talked about this earlier, Ralph, how people say one thing and do another thing. And I don't think that's on me. I think they just weak as a person, because you know you don't have to say anything. Oh, we're gonna take this phone call real quick. We're gonna take this phone call. Podcast show, can I help you?
Yes, I just want to commend and you guys are doing a wonderful job for the children, and the podcast show is very interesting, and I really highly commend you, Uncle Mill, and your partners.
Okay, can you say who you are?
No, I don't want to say who I am. You know who I am.
Can I say who you are? Can I say who you are?
No.
Okay, you want to be anonymous, you're going to be anonymous. Thank you, though. Thank you very much. It means a lot coming from you.
I'm enjoying the show so far.
It means a lot to me. Thank you very much for this call.
Okay.
All right. You got something else to say, or you just going to leave it like that?
No, I'm gonna leave because other people might be calling in.
Okay.
And I'm just letting you know I'm giving you that much. I'm proud of you guys, and I'm giving you that much respect to get off, so other people can call in. And I'm hoping that a lot of people subscribe and support. It's a very important program for you.
Yes.
And I'm sure they're listening to you too.
Yeah.
And they can call in also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want to thank you
You're welcome.
for
love
taking.
you.
Love you too very much, and taking time out and giving us this call. All right, and call anytime. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Well,
Yeah, thank you for that call. Yeah, like I was saying, you know, what I was saying is that, you know, when somebody says something, naturally you want to take it and take it as face value. Like you want to say, okay, what they say is real. But you know, only people know their agenda. And I say like this: if you really don't really mean it, you shouldn't just say it. You just say no. You know, that's it. If you mean it, do it. If you don't mean it, don't, you know, say in the beginning. You know, that's what I look at it, you know. But you know, us human beings, we say his. Yo, Harry, this is Coach Harry. Harry, call. Listen, Harry, call the 718 number. Oh gosh, I gotta tell him to call. All right, Coach Harry, call the 718 number that's on the screen. Call that number. 718-873-2017. Call that number, because that number's hooked up to the board. It's not gonna hear the cell number. I thought I lowered this. Yeah, so we hoping like it's a lot of people that's texting me. They still in practice, and take your time. We gonna be on the air till about 10 o'clock. So I know y'all want to get it in and give your congratulations in for the show, and I appreciate it. There you go. Here you go. Coach Harry, how you doing, man?
I'm cool.
What's going on, man? You heard my shout back out. Now we can hear you.
First and foremost, I wanna, give them, you guys, you and Ralph, congratulations. Your episode, and I'm always gonna support black-owned businesses. I don't care if you're selling hair out there. I'll buy some hair off you. You don't have none, but that's just the love I got for a black man is doing good things for whatever community, not just his community, all the communities out here.
Yeah,
And you and Ralph, hey Ralph, I never met you, but it feels like I know you. So I'm just gonna congratulate y'all.
Appreciate it.
My name.
You
say my name.
Harry, you coming to the King of New York? You pulling up in Syracuse?
I'm still waiting for my information.
Harry, I'm sorry, Harry. I'm gonna text Harry. I'm gonna text you tonight. The high school and everything. I apologize, bro.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I got my phone on notification.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I was getting ready for the 50th, man. Listen, I want to thank you for the call. We're limiting the calls to about 3 minutes because the phone line's about to lit up and we want to get everybody in. We appreciate you calling. We thank you for the kind words, and always support us because it's not about us. It's about the kids. It's about what we're doing here at the podcast show NYC Youth Sports, and we're gonna keep moving on, man. So I appreciate you, Coach Harry, and we'll see you next week. I'm going to make sure to tell you the high school that we're gonna be at. Okay?
I'm here. I just made some jerk turkey wings, some rice with some black beans, some cornbread.
I'm on a diet, man. You're making me hungry,
I'm about
man.
to get my plate ready.
All right.
I'm about to get my plate ready, and I'm gonna put back on the show and enjoy it.
All right, man. All right, thank you, man. Let me go. I'm gonna get at Malik from the. He just called in. We're gonna call him back from the Brooklyn Chief. Malik, we hear your call.
My guy Malik.
Yeah, Malik calling in, and
That's my dude.
Yeah, okay.
I like him.
All right.
Young man.
All right, brother. Thank you. What is he gonna do? We gonna call Malik back and we can get the number. Let me see here. I'm still trying to know how to work these phone lines. You know what I'm saying? See if we can get Malik. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Sorry, but the person you called.
Oh my God. We chasing. Well, call back Malik from the Brooklyn Chief. There you go. What up, Preem? This is Coach Preem from Jamaica Bulldogs. What's going on, Mr. Jackson?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man? How's everybody going?
We good, man. We good. Thank you for calling us, man. This is our 50th episode. We appreciate hearing from you. We gonna be moving on and doing 50 on top of 50, maybe 100 more.
Yeah. No, look. I said I was only gonna coach for a year. That was 17 years ago. So.
Yep.
But I want to say God bless y'all for what y'all doing, Bill. You know what I mean, your family. You're bringing the city together for youth football and kids first and foremost. You give a lot of information. You're growing a lot, and that we definitely, especially me, I know how hard it is and what you do.
Yeah.
You do it out of love.
And that's bringing us all better. It makes all of us better, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your call, man. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring youth. First of all, we're trying to bring youth sports together in New York City, and we're trying to build a better program, a better sports world for the kid. It's all about the kids. It's all about the sports and making them funny and making them have fun and things like that. And this is what we about, on this platform. It's not about me, not about Joe. It's not about Ralph Draper. It's about the kids and the program and what we love. And once we still can get support from people like you, Coach Preem, man, we happy.
Yeah, most definitely. You got mine. It's grown a while. It's coming together. We just got to keep working it. And
yeah.
There's no end for it. The kids are enjoying themselves. They're traveling. Our names get known. We're having good student athletes, not just athletes, just good kids we're raising. Into young men.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. So, are we glad, man? I want to thank you, man, for calling and giving us that support. This is what we need, man. The inspirations to keep fighting and keep moving and keep doing what we doing, man.
Yes, most definitely, man. So peace to all of y'all. Uncle Mill, man. I want other people on the line. I don't want to hold y'all up, man. But had to shout out for the 50th, man. And like you said, there should be many more, man.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Y'all, have a good night, all of y'all. Everyone out there, have a good night.
You too, man. You too. Yeah, that's what it's about, the love, man. The people calling in the love. And I want to talk about one of our biggest episodes starting on, because we left, episode 10, from 1 and our episodes, the numbers was like very, very skimpish. It was coming in. We was at double digits. We was, struggling to get the message out because we knew. And then we took on this interview. Those dudes in Brownsville, be you, and they famous saying, why you want to be them when you can be you. He took them on. Coach Adam, Coach Chuck came into the studio in episode 13. That's weird because it was episode 13, and it got a little raunchy at the end with Smitty calling up and saying, I ain't no boss. You know what I'm saying? It got raunchy at the building. We got a clip of that. We got a clip. Let's go to the clip, and then I'm gonna talk coming back. I say. Every span, your guys did a lot of things, and you created a lot of things, and just the time that your guys started the organization to now, it's like they did amazing things. Because you got organization that's irrelevant like 10 years, didn't do half the things your guys done. It took them a span to do that, and from day one, your guys out the gate, was making it happen, and that's you gotta give your hat off to that. If you doing this for a business, as far as organizations and helping kids, you gotta like it, regardless how you did it or how it looks or whatever. You put it together and it worked.
We might be busy.
No,
that's what I'm asking.
You never gonna be busy.
We got Delaware, we got Virginia.
Joe,
turkey game?
Joe, we got them penciled in for the turkey game, right?
You talking about 2020 turkey game?
No, maybe next year, maybe 2021.
You have to reach out to one
No, I got you penciled. No, I got your number. I got you penciled in.
All three.
I don't.
If all
be honest.
Names ain't doing it.
Be honest. You won't be able to reach me. I'm far. You have to reach out to head of football operations, Smitty, and I think he said
I gotta go to Smitty. I gotta go to Smitty.
I believe he says office hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Let me tell you something, man.
Let
me tell you something.
Listen,
I talk to people who sign checks. I don't talk to I don't do that. So he said, I said, I want to do some things, Adam. No, you don't introduce me. So I talked to these two young ladies, beautiful young ladies, and I ain't gonna bring their name up. I said, okay, listen, I got some ideas and this and that. Oh yeah, we gotta run it by Adam. I just talked to Adam. He told me about y'all, and now we gotta go back to Adam. No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing. No, we're not doing that. I don't do that. So
be you.
Listen. Let me tell you something. The package I'm gonna bring up to you, The package I'm bringing to you, you're gonna be saying yes, I want to do it when I'm finished with it. Because
if it's for Under the Lights, you have to go through Smitty.
Listen to me, man. I'm talking to the man over here, right here. I'm talking to the man.
Listen.
Is it a BU?
Listen. It's BU or Under the Lights. I'm gonna give you a scenario, right?
Listen, it's an Under the Lights thing, man.
No. Listen. This is probably the last time you're gonna hear from me, right?
Well,
at the end of the day,
for Under the
does
Lights,
everybody speak to Hove, or they gotta go through Bleak, Tata, and
Adam?
I'm the last on the totem pole.
Adam, listen.
I'm the last on the totem pole.
I understand that people don't know me. People don't know. They don't know me. They don't know. They don't know the magic I can create. When I bring this package to you,
it won't come to me, man.
Listen, you
won't deal with it.
What?
I'm the last on the totem pole.
Believe me, when I say this,
does the president make decisions, or he got to go through Congress?
Listen. When I bring this package, people don't know me. People don't know who Uncle Mill is in his professional rank. When I bring this package to you, you're gonna be like, "Yo, Mill, thank you, man," because it's coming with checks. It's coming with one of them giant billboard joints, right? And whoever's involved with it gets some of that.
My signature don't.
Yo, this is on the air, right?
This on the air.
We can go back to this, right?
And I'm going over. I'm going over. Forget the phone lines. We're gonna go over a little bit. When I come to you,
you can't come to me, man.
Listen,
it's a pecking order.
Listen, I don't deal.
We got a whole league. All presidents on board. You will reach out to them.
No, right? You won't reach out to
I
them.
sit back. No,
you gonna reach out. You gonna bring them the deal.
You have Smitty number. You have to reach. He does what football operations.
I don't do middle people, man. I go boss.
He's not a middle person. He is a boss.
He
deals with that.
Who is the president of?
That doesn't mean I'm the boss.
Who's the president? Who's the president?
Listen, I was just thrown there. I was minding my own.
Let's get out of here.
I was minding my own.
Let's get out of here.
I was minding my own.
Listen, great show, guy. Smitty, shout out to Smitty. He's doing some things. Go get those teams.
Hopefully he closed up something tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully he closed on something. He can bring it back to me. He'll call me. Let me ask you what it was.
He said he about to call.
You better hurry up, man.
You gotta hurry up. You call us.
I got like seconds and stuff.
Seconds.
He got some news?
5.
He got some news?
That's it.
Podcast show. Who is this? Who is this?
This is Smitty, man.
Coach Smitty. What's going on, man?
Let me explain something to you. I'm not no middleman. I'm not no nigga behind no nigga. I'm the boss. Let's get that clear.
I'm messing with Adam. I'm messing with Adam.
Bag boy.
I'm messing with Adam, bro.
That's what you're not gonna do.
I'm messing with Adam. He told me that
Nah, don't mess with
Adam. Wait a minute, hold on.
Hold on. Listen, you caught his phone and do that shit.
Listen, Smitty, if everybody's
listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying.
Everybody's the boss.
I'm not the one to joke with.
Yeah, but
listen to what I'm saying.
Everybody the boss. If everybody the boss, everybody's the boss.
I own that. I'm the CEO of Under the Lights Youth.
But when I called you on it, what you told me you was?
Listen.
Smitty, when I called you on it, what you told me you was?
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't get on a public forum
Smitty,
and try to downplay my role in anything.
Smitty,
I take it as disrespect.
Well, hold on, Smitty.
Listen to me. If Adam said you need to contact me to get through anything to do Under the Lights, that's what it is.
But
you don't talk
hold on a second. I hear what you said. You're not hearing what I'm saying. Hold on a second.
Downplaying my role.
Listen,
it's cool.
You
disrespecting me as a man.
Smitty, what do you told me when I called you about Under the Lights? What do you told me your role was? What do you exactly you said to me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what you said?
Maybe I'm downplaying my role.
Yeah, but
you don't get on the public
so if you told me
try to play me against my man.
So Smitty,
that's what it is.
Smitty.
You don't get on the public forum.
I gotta respond to it because you're just talking.
What?
I gotta respond to what you say. I gotta respond to what you saying. When I called you,
no.
When I called you,
no.
Hey, listen. We gotta go, Smitty. We gotta go.
You gotta go now. Okay,
I gotta go.
Okay, I'll see you face to face.
I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. Yo, we back, man. Yo, listen, man. That was an intense show, but yo, listen. I shout out to BU, man, because they gave us 300 views out the gate on that, man. For real. They put us on the map as a show. And me and Smitty worked it out after that, man. It's all entertainment. And just like I said, when we doing things and we get into the passion of things, and sometimes it gets out of hand, when we can get together as men and iron it out, you know what I'm saying? I got to give, I just got to give homage to, Coach Adam, really they presidents of BU, Adam, Coach Adam, Coach Smitty, and Coach Tuck. And those dudes came up in the studio and gave us a 300 out the gate. 300 out the gate, man. That was one of our started first High View shows, and we always gonna be thank you for that, man. And they're one of the people that put us on the road to this 50 episode. So we wanted Adam to come in. I called him this week and texted him. I guess the brother's busy, but we're gonna see him next week at the King of New York. So yo, Ralph, what you think? That was very intense, right?
That was very intense, man. I forgot. I actually remember watching that episode.
That got like that got like crazy at the end, because I was kidding around, man. I was just joking around, and it got like, But just like I said, man, I'm gonna take what you say to me, and after that I had to come out with 3 rules. Because I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on any stuff coming down. We call riding down the rumor mill highway. Uncle Milt is gonna call you on it. I'm gonna call you. Nobody can come up and tell me a scoop without running it past the other person. And this is why we have that shouted out. Let's talk about it. Let's iron it out. See what's going on. It's our job to report. Good, the bad, the ugly. We don't talk about just the wins. We talk about the losses and the setbacks and everything. Everything in the real world is not what it is. But if I ruffle some, what you call? If I ruffle some feathers, is that this is what we do here. But it was very intense. That's episode 13. You can go back into our archives. NYC Youth Sports on YouTube and hear the show entirely, and it was a mad show, man, and I'm glad we have it, and I'm glad that these guys came down to the studio and they was responsible for giving us our first 3-digit views on the show. So we happy with that, and we're gonna come back. We're going to come back after the break with our biggest episodes. So we be back. It's NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show, and we'll be right back.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
Yo, we back, NYC Youth Sports, man. We just sometimes we're gonna have to record the off the air stuff because it's funny as hell, yo. Smitty, come on, we ain't ironing it out, man. Come on, man. We ain't call us later, man, because we want to talk about that 16 team schedule you put together. Because you had 7 and then you add some more to it. So we want you to call in and talk about that on the phone, man. Call us up. 718-873-2017. That's 873-2017, 718. And we're going later on, we're going to talk about that 16 team masterpiece you put together for UTL, all right? So he hit this on Facebook, so we ain't iron nothing out. But just like I said, man, we give homage to BU, man. They gave us the triple digit, the first interview that gave us a triple digit view, and we was on since then. And then we moved to episode 17, and we want to shout out to Big Tuna. He brought his son Gangster in, and that show climbed to 463 views starting right now. It might be some more. We want to thank him for bringing his son in here, and we was talking about what was going on with his son going to school and his college situation about his future, and we want to thank that out. And then we want to shout out to episode 31. That's 482. Coach Alice Kuhn from About You. We're gonna shout them out. They gave us a 482, and it's still standing and things like that. And we want to shout them out, man. And we want to thank them from tuning in and allowing us to interview them. And they come in the studio and giving us a 482. Big Tuna gave us a 463. And we got a couple of honorable mentions out there. We want you to go to the archives on YouTube, and there's other shows that we got honorable mentions out there that gave us some fantastic numbers. We at 50, and we just getting started. A lot of coaches gonna call in and give us their view and show maybe they like and everything. So we got a call right here, all the way upstate. Let's see who this is. NYC Youth Sports. Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Kasim calling from Schenectady, New York.
What's up, Kasim? What's going on?
Not man, Coach Milton. I'm just calling to commend you for 50th anniversary. What you're doing down at this podcast show. I like the program and what it's doing for the youth sports and the community in general.
All right. May I say who this is?
This is Kasim.
This is the brother that writes our grant letters. This is the brother that writes our business proposals. Very bright brother we got up in Schenectady. I want to, when he gets himself settled, I'm gonna tell everybody about him. A great writer. He tells the story on paper who we are so we can get this money coming in from these sponsors and grants and stuff. And he does a good job on paper saying who we are, you know. So we want to thank you, and you're going to be hearing from him in the future because he writes all grants. But say what you do, brother. Tell him all the stuff you do.
Well, you know, basically I'm a prepare legal documents and business documents, and you know, edit, proofread, write, and pretty much produce you know, writings for various concepts and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. The work I do for you is foundational type of work, you know, nonprofit organizations and stuff like that. Yeah. Not so much about making a profit, but about building communities, building hope in the youth and in sports programs and stuff like that, which, you know, help keep our kids off of drugs, out of prisons, and from being, you know, killed or whatever in the streets. So, you know, main thing, like what I do is, like I said, I do legal writing, I do business writing, and I'm just opening up grant proposals, and things of that nature, you know, sponsorship packages and things like that for
I'm gonna need that.
Various corporations and organizations and stuff that want to provide and want to be, you know, give a helping hand to some of the programs, but, you know, people don't have no voice, like you say.
Yeah, he just being modest, man. He make your nonprofit real good on paper, man. That, you know, all they do is open up their checkbooks and
bro, you gonna have to forward that information over to me. I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, we put it together right. Some corporations want to see the numbers. The numbers mean everything to them. The purpose, the summary, the executive summary. You know, it's different types of proposals, short versions, long versions. So, you know, some bigger companies want to know where their money coming because they might want to donate a substantial amount of money. So, you know, they want to know, you know, where the money going. And, you know, we have to maybe have a little bit more articulate a proposal or sponsorship package. Where some businesses might want to donate $1,000. They just want to know what you're doing, and they want to see some hope. You know, they want to see what you're doing more than what's on paper. You know. Yeah. So, like I said, what you're doing is there. You know, it's concrete. Yeah. And, you know, it's good to know that we can call up and hear a voice, and also give our voice into what's going on.
Well, when we thank you, man, we thank you. Anytime it's open, when you get yourself together, let me know, and we're going to put you out right. For those who got those nonprofits out there, those sports groups, those people that's doing things in the community, you need to shout out this young brother, because he's going to write, he's going to make you look very good on paper. So when you send it out, you know, they're going to open up the checkbook. That's how I could say it.
Yeah, all right? Also business plans. We also do business plans. Yeah. And things of that nature. You know, if you need like I said, you need a proposal, grant proposal for any purpose, and a business plan or any type of business, you know, we could help you out. Yeah. So, you know.
Are you ready to say your email up yet?
Right now, you can email me at cmorton7154@gmail.
Okay.
Up until I get up and running, you know, I'm relocating at this moment, but you can call my personal email, which is cmorton. 7154@gmail.com.
That's MORTON 7154.
Yes, sir.
At gmail.com. Saying again, that's MORTON 7674. 7154. MORTON 7154 at gmail.com. Hit him up, yes, and he gonna tell you.
And you know, consultation is always free. You know, let me know what you're doing, and I get an idea, and we can put a number on it. And you know, I work with people on my end, just like I work with organizations and stuff like that. We work with each other. You know, it's all about one hand wash the other with the community and the sport. You know, with the sports and just general. You know, whoever's trying to do enterprise and trying to do something.
All right.
Whether it's nonprofit or for-profit, you know, it still has to generate a business, you know.
Yeah, you know, you gotta listen, man. There's funds out there for you. Those who got those programs that need to help those kids They need equipment. They need revenue to run the transportation, food, whatever. There's grants. There's businesses that do want to help kids and help people that helps kids. So get at them again. That's say that again. That's C.
You can reach me at cmorton7154@gmail.com. I also have organizations that provide funding. Also, I have a listing of organizations that provide the funding for specific purposes.
Okay.
So, along with the giving me a call and consultation and hiring me to do the work, we also can provide resources for you to get the funding.
Okay.
So we can submit it to them, stuff like that. So we have specific categories of funding.
Oh, yeah, I need that.
No matter what you do, there's funding out there for everyone. So
yeah, when you
it only goes back to the government. It doesn't go in nobody's pocket. If nobody applies for it, they won't give it away. And if you apply for it, you might just get it because they have to give it away or it goes back.
Okay,
so it goes back to the source.
So when we
reserves.
All right, so we got to move on. I mean, thanks a lot, man, for calling in.
Right.
We're gonna have you in the studio, and we're gonna get into this more intensely. And when you're ready, we're gonna have you in the studio and get this more intensely.
Right.
But thanks for calling, man.
What you doing over there?
Thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it.
Man. And keep up the good work. All right.
All right. Yeah, thanks for calling, man. He's the pen to the NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. Everything that we need to do on paper rides in. We got another call. We got another call calling in. NYC Youth Sports. Who's calling?
Hello, this is Coach Malik from the Brooklyn Chief.
Yeah, Coach Malik from the Brooklyn Chief. What's going on? How you doing, Malik?
What's going on, baby? How you doing? I felt like me calling. I can't have an interview without us calling in.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. You coming up to the King of New York?
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
We'll be in New York.
Huh?
Yes, sir. The King of New York. We'll be there.
All right, man. That's Coach Malik. That's the 10U, right? 10U be in the building. They going for all the stakes. They're gonna be called the King of New York. I believe I got your pick though. I got your pick of finishing out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Give me 1 second.
Okay. That's all we got in seconds. Yeah. Yeah, that's like I said, man. The young man is the penmanship of. He handles all the penmanship of NYC Youth Sports, and man, we great to have him. When he gets himself together and get everything, we're gonna have him on the show. And this is a young man you need to know because you need somebody with that pen to tell you put what you do on paper. You okay, man? So how y'all looking at 10U, man?
We good this year. We good, man. We fighting strong. We'll be in the building this year. In Big Apple.
Okay.
We'll be in the King of New York.
Okay.
We ain't gonna talk too much. We'll see everybody as the season start, but we good. The whole organization is good.
All right, man.
Every level, 8 through 12, we good.
Okay, we got nothing but love over there for you, man. We hope you have a good season. And we see you next week at the King of New York. We're going to talk to you. We're going to be live on the air, me and Ralph Draper. We're going to talk to you on Thursday, live on the air. We're going to talk to you when everybody gets settled and all that. So we want to appreciate you calling, man. And keep listening. Spread the word. Yo, y'all hit that red button over there at the Chiefs. Everybody over there at the Chiefs should hit that subscribe button. Because Uncle Milt loved you, but I need the love back to keep going. All right. Thanks, Coach Lee. Yeah. One. Okay, so we moving on, man. And we want to thank people. Please keep calling, man. We're gonna be on the air for a few minutes more. Maybe another hour, 45 minutes. If the calls keep coming, and show us your love, man. Just tell us how we doing good, bad, or ugly. We messing up. Tell us how we messing up. If we doing good, give us that love. We need that love, and we need that support, man. We need that in sports. So now we going into what we call the Riot Squad era. It's these episodes 20, 23, and 28 is one of our biggest show, man. We started off with these young men, Coach Loso, Coach Brown, Coach Carl, and it was a few other coaches. They came into the studio and they graced us with a masterpiece, man. We started off with just, highlighting them, and then we get into a D1 situation. A D1 situation. Who should be D1, who's in D2, why they in D2, and it turned out to be a modest show, but it got really, really crazy, and it gave us a number of when we came out. Look, man, their number was 582 views, man. It's still counting too. It's still counting. Go back and see that show, episode 20. Is with we call it the Riot Squad era, man. So we got a clips of 20, right? This is 20, and then we gonna come in and talk more about it.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said,
Jay, you're on the line.
The 14 U should be one division.
Thank you, Jay.
All right.
He said that. He said that on the record. All right. I give him credit.
He's
for that.
official.
Jay.
Jay. We
Jay,
go back and forth.
Jay is real.
Yeah.
But no, Jay. We just stop. We just trying to stop all that behind the door talking.
Yeah.
And be real men. You called up. I put the request out there all show, and you called up. No one's running from you.
For the record, right? I'm a coach in Big Apple. I just get the information and hand it out. That's all I know. I don't make no decisions in Big Apple. None of that stuff. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm happy that we have a season. It's a COVID season. Let the kids play, and the best should play the best, and that's just that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But Jay, you gotta understand this. It is a lot of chatter. It is a lot of chatter, and they do suppress. There's people that that I know do suppress different talk.
Yeah, and since we're talking about talking, right? What do people do to call people out? Who the hell is Workday? What did they do?
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Yo, hold on. Listen. Hold on, Jay. We're not going to even go to Workday. Let's talk about us because Workday not here. Let's talk about the Riot Squad.
We want PST.
No, we want what's right. We want what's right. We want what's right. Workday not here.
Let him talk. What do you got to say?
Listen, at the end of the day, even Al said right there, when y'all played last year against each other, who was I going for? Let's keep it real.
I'm not talking about last year, boy. I'm talking. No. Listen, Jay. I know who you are as a person. I'm not talking about that. You talking about Workday? Workday not here. We trying to get to the bottom of the line. The bottom line that the Renegades is D1, but they got two teams playing D2. But we can't go to D1. Answer that.
Oh, you know.
Okay then. Exactly. That's all.
We don't know. Answer that.
I just want to answer.
Presidents being.
Wait, hold on. Answer that.
Jay, can you answer that question?
Yeah, we're gonna give the same answer that we both got on the phone.
Speak the fact. They had a team, but they were saying they wasn't ready. And then you said you didn't even know nothing about it.
Let me respond.
I said, yo, I don't know who's on the team. I told you that. They didn't have a team. I said,
Jay.
We have a 14U.
Yo, Jay, before the season started, I had a conversation with Mike. He said he was putting together a 14U.
You had a conversation with Mike. I didn't know nothing about no 14U.
Before the season even started. Before the season started.
Yo, Jay, you my guy, though.
Yo, you got to go see that episode 20. It's episode 20 in the archives on it. It was making noise about, they in D1, and it was a problem with D2, and explaining how Big Apple do they D1 and D2, how they select their teams, whoever plays in D1 and D2. But we're gonna shout out, man, because I'm gonna tell you right now, man, this Riot Squad, what they did last year, nobody did in New York at this present time. That they took that team and that not only they won that D2 chip, right, in Big Apple, and then they went to Big Apple and this is hold on. What's up, Greg?
What up?
This is Greg, principal from the Renegades, Long Island Renegades. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good.
Good.
How's everything, man?
Everything's good. I just came from practice.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty tough practice.
We got a little thing.
Okay.
But it's how it goes, man. It's how it goes.
That's how it goes. That's practice.
Yep.
You know, I saw the list. Smitty put out a list. He got 16 teams in UTL. Man, it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, you know, you never count Smitty out. You never count Smitty out. He always got something up his sleeve, and he's always working.
Yeah, he's working.
24/7, 365. That man is working.
Now, when we talked last time, me and him talked. I had to tell him like, yo, go get it. If it's out there, go get it. And he scooped up now because he had 7, and he scooped up another 9 teams. He scooped up, and he put it together, and that's amazing, man. That's amazing, man. You know.
So what a lot of people don't understand about him is that, originally when the reports were coming out, it was like UTL barely has any teams, right?
Yeah.
But it was never the case. Smith always had all of these teams just about ready to go. He just had to, complete all of the commitments.
Yeah.
And once he did that, here we go. Now you got 16 teams.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It looks good, and if he's gonna have, when he put the schedule together, saying you're gonna have a decent league. A league is gonna produce a decent product as far as UTL is concerned and stuff like that. And we can't wait to get the season started so we can get all these games and all these people, all this stuff watching it and making us, and so we got some other stuff to talk about for, as far as what the kids are doing on the field,
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, man. So we try to keep it under 3 minutes, man. I'm always happy to hear from you, man. And when this thing starts, we're gonna be seeking you out to talk to you about, the updates of the games and things like that and how things going.
No doubt, brother. Always great to talk to you.
All right, we hope to see you. And Ralph, what is that one in Long Island? The one we doing in Long Island. What's the other one we doing in Long Island? Ralph is there? Ralph ain't there? He froze up a little bit. Yeah, we got an event in August, I think, in Long Island. While we waiting to get Ralph back, stay tuned. It's a tournament in Long Island before the season, man. We hope you can bring in and then get some kids some preseason work.
Yeah, we already verbally committed. We just didn't pay yet.
Okay. Oh, I knew you got.
You
got to tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13th to the 15th.
Yeah.
We will be there. In Union there.
Yeah, and yeah. So there's just something going on because I know sometimes, some people can read Syracuse cues, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to have fun upstate. We be up there next week and be live on the air on Thursday. So we want to thank you, Coach, our principal, and hope to hear, man. Thanks for calling in on our 50th, man. And we appreciate the interviews you did. Allow us to come, allow us to take it of you, and you were part of this road to 50. We want to appreciate that.
It was an honor. Congratulations. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
right?
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Yeah, man, that's Coach Principal of the Long Island. NYC Youth Sports. Can I help you?
What's going on? We know this Coach Carl, right?
Cool. What's going on? Quad from the Riot Squad, and I took a call, and I'm glad I got you on the air because I was in my monologue about that what the Riot Squad did last year. We want to thank you, Coach Loso, Coach Brown, Coach. What's the other brother that came up? I forgot his name. The other coach, Coach Angel. Oh, how can I forget Angel? Angel, pardon me, man. Coach Angel was here, and the other buddy, right? Yeah, I want to thank you guys. I mean, your guys gave us three dynamic episodes. Episode 20, 23, and 28. 20 was 582 in views. 23 was 532. And 28 was 462 in views. So we want to thank you guys, man. It started off with the D1 issue, the D1, D2 issue. We glad you guys came in and bless our show, man. You know, we appreciate you. Y'all one of the guys that got us here to 50 episodes, man. And we're gonna continue, man. We're gonna continue, man. So what's new? What's new? What you guys are doing now?
Ain't nothing really new on this stuff. First, I want to congratulate you on the 50th, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, you, Ralph, y'all doing your numbers, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Keep doing what y'all doing. Also want to give a shout out to my boy, Lee Loach, you know what I'm saying? The Riot Squad, Brown Buddy, you know what I'm saying? My boy Angel, you know what I'm saying? The Sinks, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn Sinks organization.
Yes.
Once again, I just you know what I'm saying, salute y'all for doing what y'all do, you know what I'm saying? We had a great movement, you know what I'm saying? Nothing stopped it. We got something crazy big coming up. This, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep it on the low right now.
When you got it ready, you know you got to bring it to us, man. Don't forget about us when it's ready, Carl. Bring it to us.
Nah, we on the low with it now, but you know what I'm saying? Once again, we just want to shout y'all out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Big for the youth, you know what I'm saying? Because we go back and forth. We're going to bump heads a little here and there, but you know it's all for the kids, you know?
Yes.
It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to salute you, you know what I'm saying, for doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? It's up from here, though.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna talk about what them your young players did. You know, they started out. You know, they got a D2 ranking. They wouldn't beat the teams in D2. Then they called out the D1, a PST, and they didn't want no mess. They didn't want to do nothing. They didn't want that smoke. And these dudes went down to nationals in Florida. And let me tell you something, man. And they didn't get a good seating. Soon they got off the plane, they had to play. A few hours later, they had to play. You know what I'm saying? And they played all monster. These teams was monster teams. There wasn't no pushovers. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to, you know, in the politics, they try to say, oh, no, that's 14U. But I call Mr. Magic. This is the guy that he does the schedule coordinator. He's a coordinator of the schedule down in UYFL. And I said, wait a minute, Mr. Magic. I said, it's a 14U. What is that in front of it? Is it safe to say that's a D1? He said, yes, it's a D1. And they didn't want to even come out with that. I brought that out. So I'm saying they the first team in New York City. The first team in New York City got a D1 national championship, and we got to give it up to them, man. And they did it. You know, they did it. Shout to the Riot Squad. They did it coming off the plane. Coming off the plane, unscored on.
Ain't give up no points.
Ain't give up no points. And they played 4 games in a week. 4 games. 2 back-to-back. 1 Wednesday and Sunday and Friday.
We the biggest thing in youth football, man. Right? Yeah. The biggest thing out here, man. But shout out for up and coming. Watch out for that boy Angel. Coach Angel, the truth, the real deal right
We hear about him, man. He's rumbling. Angel is rumbling in the jungles.
Real deal. Hungry.
I saw Angel in the BU event. You know, he looked at me and said, "Mill, I got the best non-U team in the city." I was like, "All right." I said, "All right."
They special. They just starting off, though. They're gonna be great. They're gonna be really good soon. You know what I'm saying? I be telling me go back and forth. They're gonna be really good soon.
Yeah.
Soon, real soon. But he's a good one. He's a good one. It's time to pass the torch to the younger coaches.
Yeah.
Old heads gotta get out the way, man.
Yeah.
I'm an old head. This older head over me. Everybody gotta get out the way and give it to the youngest, man.
Yeah. That's
change the face of youth football. Let it be real fun. Cause a lot of it's like it's too personal right now for the old heads. Let the youngest have fun with it. Let the kids have fun. Let them have their time, man.
Yeah.
I'm out of here, but salute though.
All right, man. Thanks, Carl. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. We got another caller coming in. We got another call. NYCU Sports. Who's calling?
It's Coach Mike Longcrest, 9U.
Yes, man. 9U. Longcrest is. Don't tell me. Longcrest is out of Philly, right?
You already know it.
All right, man. This is Philly 9U, man. How you doing, man? We met last year. They came up and they played some UTL games, and I think they won. They won a non-U7, right? You won. Did you win the Super Bowl in non-U? Please.
No, I did. That was Coach Hanks, the Leverage team.
Okay. Yeah. You're right.
Brooklyn United.
They lost. Y'all lost to the Raiders.
Brooklyn United, I think they were.
Was it Brooklyn United?
I think so.
I thought y'all played Long Island Renegades. No. It could have been.
Renegades was 8-10.
Okay, it could have been Brooklyn United. These guys came up from Philly.
Yeah, because we played them, we beat them, and then we came back up there and we lost to them in the championship.
Okay, these guys came. They was out of. They came up into the hottest city in the country. People was dying by the thousands in New York City, and they came up and played, man.
We like this 9U team. I'm meaning to cut you off, but this 9U team I got right now, something lights out. We be up there on I think on the 7th we play the Steelers up there.
Okay, and we know we got an event next month. Ralph, tell them about the event next month.
August 13th through the 15th, our national joint out in Long Island.
Yeah, we got an event. Bring that 9U out for that smoke.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna make that one because I got the Island Eagles. Shout out to them. They out of Philly too.
Okay.
We play Island Eagles on that's the Friday Night Lights on the 13th.
Okay.
I'm trying to shoot some film so I can send it to you guys. But yeah, that's what we got. But yo, 9U in Philadelphia right now, we got 8 teams that's top 10 in Pennsylvania. You hear me?
All right.
It's a lot of teams. Shout out to the Blackhawks. Right now they balling out. You got a couple cats out from Circle 9U. So just look out for Philly teams making the championships this year.
What league you play in?
We playing what's that? We Pennsylvania Elite.
Pennsylvania Elite.
We in what's that? What the fuck is I'm fucking talking? I'm hyped because I got me on the joint.
Take your time, man. Now you know what I go through, and I got stuff written down.
Yeah, right. What's that shit? AYF.
AYF. Okay. AYF. Shout out to AYF. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we in AYF.
All right. So you be down in Florida next winter. Next December.
Say that again?
You be down in Florida in December, right?
Yeah, right. That's right.
We gonna be looking.
A couple years before I was number 1 in the country with the 13U. So I'm trying to get back with the youth, with the younger kids. Trying to do it on both levels.
Well, we appreciate you, brother, for calling us all the way from Philly. We appreciate that our reach is that long. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for calling in. I told you, and I'm not gonna say we're gonna be down there and see one of them games this season. But if you up here in New York and we doing something, please shout us out. Call us out so we can come look at your game.
We be there on the 7th playing the Steelers up there.
August 7th?
Yup.
We're in August 7th. Where at?
Well, I don't know what it does actually play. I get all the information.
Please do. Give us the information. As soon as I get it, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna shoot that text. Are you part of our out of the NYC Youth Sportcast Show group page?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
All right, so put it on there. Post it on the page, and everybody will know. Post the flyer on the page, and we'll know.
For sure. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man, for calling us, man. I appreciate it. All right, please.
All right.
Thanks for the coaches that's calling up, man. Continue to call up. We're gonna hang out another few minutes, few ticks and things like that. So we are. It's like it's just the episode. It was the last thing was a Riot Squad episode. It's like, man, thanks Carl for calling up, man. And these guys gave us 3 dynamic episodes. Go look at it. It's 20, 23, 28. Go look at episode 17 with Big Tuna. 31 with Coach Alex Kuhn. You know what I'm saying? We got 13 was the BU episode. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smitty, Coach Adam, Coach Tuck. They gave us the 300 straight out the gate. Our triple digit number. Go check out the most moving episode. It's episode 10 when we lost Ozzy from Flash City Media. We got, unfortunately, Mr. Phenomenal I guess he couldn't make it. We sent everything over, but I know we wanted to thank him for the time he did put in the show. giving us episode 4 and 5. One of our first major guests was Bruce Lugene from. He was the first black coach to win the PSAL championship out of Grant Street, and the NFL ex-NFL player KJ Strauss. He also coaches, I think, in high school. He gave us those first 2 episodes, those guests that he brought in, and we wanted to thank him personally, live on the air for his contributing to the show and getting us to the road of 50. We want to shout out to the unseen people that call us and the unseen people that call me personally and give me creative criticism. Some criticism, some not. We go back and forth hours on the phone, and to do this is not easy. It's not easy because you can't please everybody. But we try to be neutral. We try to stay grounded. We try to stay. We want to keep it real. And just like I said before, we do not create the stories. The stories have to happen, good, bad, or ugly, before we say anything. Before we say anything, the story is out there. All we doing is we can give you homage, and we can give you prayers. We can talk about the wins. We can talk about the losses, and we can talk about the achievements. We can talk about the setbacks. That's all it is. That's keeping it real here on the show. And we want to thank those from the episodes. Go back to YouTube, please. Hit that red button tonight. Anybody that's listening to us, hit that red button and that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. Then we want to welcome our Facebook listeners. Give us them likes. Give us them supporters. Whatever you want to say, you're not going to hurt our feelings. If you don't like the show, tell us about it. If you like the show, tell us about it. We still going to be here. We go into this future, and our future is looking bright. Coming up to the season, we're going to get Championship Row up and running. That is going to be Ralph Draper's there on the screen. He's going to be out there doing his thing. He's going to be having his own show on Monday night, and he's going to be bringing us highlights, scores, team rankings, individual rankings, and stats, and so much more. We're going to be out there with the Hot Beats Youth Sports Desk, covering games, covering events. We're going to be doing the basketball tournaments. We're going to be out there doing football, preseason games. Also, the season. We're trying to do 8 live shows, and we're working out the kinks of it, and we're going to be doing that coming up. Ralph Draper, he wants to add in. He wants to. Ralph, what are you doing? What are you gonna do for Championship Row? As far as next week, we're gonna be out at King of New York. He has an update about the King of New York.
Well, as far as we're gonna do the games now, or you gonna wait a little later for that?
Yeah, we want to go to a break and come back.
Right.
We gonna go to the break. Yeah, let's go to the break, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna
come back. We're gonna do the lineup. Everybody waiting for this lineup.
Yeah.
I want to get this out there. We're gonna let Faith pick who playing who.
Okay.
So that way, ain't no, I lined you up against a harder opponent, or this person been practicing or playing longer than me. Now, Faith say they want y'all to play, so that's who y'all gonna play. That's how we gonna do it.
All right, he's coming up with the lineup right there after the break. We'll be right back.
community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us. With this continuously cycle of support, we'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC Youth Sports Podcast, Uncle Milk, producer Joe, Ralph Draper, Championship Row. And Ralph is going to give us an update at the King of New York. And there was something I forgot for the future. We got a presentation, a video presentation that I just forgot to mention. But we got enough time to mention it. All right, so we're working on something to give Ralph his little space so he can say the updates and say what's going on. The King of New York is the July 29th check-in. The 30th, 31, and the 1st. The games, championship Sundays on August 1st. Check-in is August 29th on a Thursday.
July 29th.
July 29th on a Thursday. The first game is Friday, or July 30th, Saturday, July 31st, and August 1st is Championship Sunday. It's going to be great games. He's going to tell them what's the lineup, what's going on, and I'll be there. NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show will be there, and we'll be having our next live show is on Thursday at 8 o'clock, Thursday night at 8 o'clock, live in Syracuse, New York. All right. So Ralph, there you go. I know. And can we see him? You can see him, right? So I just blow him up. You don't need me on the screen. Just blow him up and let him,
Is it gonna let it show?
I don't know. He's still doing it.
Oh.
I'm not sure how to.
He said he's trying to figure it out how to do it. But you gotta something.
Could you give me? I think I click on my name. Give me permission to share my screen.
How do you do that? We're trying to do that now. You're more knowledgeable than us than what we doing on this OPS.
Trying.
Like if you go to the Zoom and then click on my name on the participants.
Only host. Who can start?
Yeah.
When I see it, I'm just trying to figure out how to.
Yeah, we trying
give it to you.
Trying to get Ralph big on the screen. Just put him on. The time is going.
Okay, I see what I got. I gotta make you the host. I got it.
There you go. He found a way how to do it.
So now you should be good. You the host.
You the host. All right, got it.
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Ralph Draper Championship Road Show. We get into the updates of the King of New York.
We're gonna finally pick this lineup. Everybody been dying for. I'm trying to do the share. We're gonna go boom. And we hit share. Bam.
There you go.
So y'all see the wheel, right?
Oh, okay. Oh man, he got a wheel over there. All
Got a
right.
wheel, man. That's the way to do it, man. Everybody want to know who they playing, so we're gonna do it like this. They can see for themselves firsthand.
All right.
Who playing who?
All right.
All right. So hold on, bring this. All right, here we go.
What division this is?
This is 9U. So we're starting off with 9U.
9U. Who's who? Who's playing?
All right. So let's see who playing who first. The first lineup.
He's supposed to spin.
He's gonna pick randomly.
He's supposed to. I don't know.
So boom. So far we got Hudson County. Hudson County. Who's Hudson County playing? Let's see.
You think he's supposed to spin, Ralph?
Yeah, spin. It didn't spin on your end?
I don't see no spinning.
Really?
I don't see no spinning.
I'm spinning it again for the Hudson County opponent. Hudson County is playing Buffalo Kids.
Buffalo Kids, the first. And what day is that, Ralph?
Huh?
What day is that? Friday?
That's gonna be these are Friday. Everything we go on is Friday games.
Friday games. That's Friday, July 30th. Friday, July 30th.
So we got Hudson versus Buffalo Kids. That's at 9U. That's at 9U. All right. Next one we got. Let's see.
Is it spinning?
Boom, we got the Avengers.
Avengers out of Queens.
Queen Avengers. They started off last season, first year program, and they went out there and dominated in the preseason.
Wow.
So they're coming out there to try to repeat that. So we got the Avengers. And who was the Avengers playing? Let's see.
This is Friday the 30th. Friday the 30th.
Boom, Avengers is playing BU.
BU. That's Queens against Brooklyn. Queens against Brooklyn. All the way in Syracuse.
All the way in Syracuse. So after that, so that means Salt City, they'll play, they're going to play a filling game out of the loser from one of the games.
Okay.
So that's the 9U.
It's a 9U.
So that's 9U. That's Hudson County versus Buffalo Kids, Avengers versus BU, and Salt City plays the filling game.
Okay.
That's at 9U. Now we got the 10U. 10U. Off back, BU is playing the Chiefs. So these two teams shouldn't even be on this list.
That's the King of Brooklyn. BU.
King of Brooklyn. So
Yes.
that game is happening.
King of Brooklyn. Brownfield against East New York.
So now we're going to next game. Who's playing next? Got Flower City, Buffalo, RMG, and Grade 8. All right, we got Grade 8. Grade 8 Elite out of Buffalo. Grade 8 Elite out of Buffalo. Who they playing? Boom. Grade 8 is playing Flower City Panthers out of Rochester. So we got Buffalo versus Rochester.
Okay, they in the same neighborhood.
And then to close it off, we got RMG versus Buffalo Kids.
Okay. And that's all on Friday. The 30th.
Who was that last one?
I think Buffalo Kids.
Buffalo Kids versus Flower City, was that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. There. So now we got the first. Oh, and 11U. Yeah, I didn't do the spin wheel for 11U.
Okay.
But those are the 9U and the 10U games. Great Elite versus Flower City. No. Oh, I messed up.
That's what the races are for.
There we go. Grade 8 versus Flower City. That's what it is. Grade 8 versus Flower City. RMG versus Buffalo Kids. BU versus Brooklyn Chiefs.
Right. And
Those are all Friday games. That's coming on Friday. BU and the Chiefs is going to be under the lights. So these are all Friday games. So
the BU is the night game under the lights?
Under the lights.
All right.
So that's our lineup for 9 and 10. I didn't do the spin for the 11.
Okay.
11, we only had 3 teams at 11 anyway.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I like to talk about that real quick, man. You know.
All right. I'm gonna stop sharing this.
Yeah, because last week I got a call. I get those random calls from people and say, you know, it seems like the King of New York is struggling for teams. That's not the case. I told Ralph, because Ralph is a promoter, you know what I'm saying, and Ralph turned down a lot of teams from Connecticut, Jersey, Rhode Island. He turned down a lot of teams because I said we need to do something from New York for New York, and there's a lot of teams out there sitting on the fence. There's a lot of teams listening to other people and boycotting it and all that. Ralph is taking his time out to do something for New York City, county, and state. We always talking about going out of state. You rather go 600, 700 miles south than go 600 miles north or 300 miles north or even 100 miles north to play a New York team. There's no team in New York played everybody. No team in New York played everybody.
But even if that is the case, look at the NFL. They play each other every year. Every year, a team is going to get better.
Yeah.
So you can't say, "Well, I played them last year and I beat them." That don't mean nothing.
The thing is this: it's a New York event that we're trying to do, and we know when we invite certain teams and talk about certain teams, it's about New York City in the most town that teams don't want to play teams because they listening to these coaches and they listen to these grown-ups. Kids don't care who they play. Coaches need to coach the game. Coach the game and leave the politics alone and stop getting in the way of progress. Stop getting in the way of progress. It's about a New York thing. You don't need to go out of state to play a game that's going to be competitive or have you don't need that. You can go right here in Long Island. You can go right here in Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx. There's teams out there right here. Save your parents some money. There's a team that's going to go 600 miles south to an event that's going to cost much more than the event that Ralph Draper's doing. They're gonna play much more money, travel time, all that than coming to Syracuse. This I can't believe it. And their excuse is, we played everybody in New York. No, you didn't. You're ducking people. That's what you're doing. Stop listening to those coaches. Parents, ask them why we gotta go here to play them. Why we ain't going up here?
Because Buffalo calling people out every day.
Yeah, you got teams upstate calling people out that people avoiding. Don't tell me you got the best team in New York and you don't want to play another team in New York. Stop telling me that you got a national agenda and you don't got a local agenda. Yeah. I want to play. So when you leave New York, it's a national thing. You just in another state, playing other teams that don't want to play other teams in their same state. It's very segregated. It's very segregated in youth football in New York City. And
for no reason.
Very segregated. It's crazy. Upstate is calling you out. There's teams calling you out. We don't care. We want to play the city teams.
And these are teams that's calling out just because they understand how ranking works.
Yeah.
The only way they know they could truly be ranked is to play somebody. They're not hiding behind a ranking. They're not saying, well, I'm ranked higher, so I want to play. No, they want to play these other parts. They don't want to travel to the tip of Long Island to play one game when you can have 3-4 teams come to an event and you can play 3-4 teams from New York State at one time.
Because those coaches are smart. They're using the ranking as a coaching tool. Don't mix the word coach and coaching. It's two different things. There's coaches that coach. They use the ranking as a coaching tool. Oh, they said we 3, man. You think we won? Let's go get it. That's a coaching tool. That's a coaching tool. Stop using these scrimmages as a based on competition. It's a practice. You have to play games. You have to play games. You have to pull up. I'm pulling up. I'm lining up, and I'm playing games. And Ralph called me and said, Milt, a lot of teams out in Jersey want to get in it. A lot of teams in Connecticut want to get in it. And I was like, Ralph, man, this is a New York for New York thing, man. But look at the numbers. I understand, Ralph. Ralph had to understand. I don't want to take Ralph out of his element. He's a promoter. He don't care. He wants the team. He wants a good event. But at least he's sacrificing something for New York. And your guys don't show up, but y'all go to other tournaments out of the state for what? For what? And you're charging the parents for that. Parents can go 100 miles north, and then they can get back in their bed the same day. No hotel fee, no filming, nothing. To play the same quality of games. Don't let these coaches fool you with these out-of-state tournaments. They you can get the same quality for less in New York City, in New York State and county. There's things happening that's gonna be happening right in the state. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You can play a nice competitive game and be in your bed at the end of the night. No hotel fee, no bringing the other kids and the dog and have to pay all this other stuff and travel. None of that. Very minimum cost. So that's what I got to say. It ain't about, we looking for teams. We looking for New York teams. And there's a lot out there, and some people don't want to show up and play. They use the excuse. But with that said, I forgot one thing that's coming to the future. It's the I had another name, but I lost the vote on the name, and I'm being forced to keep this name,
make sure you get it right,
which is growing on me. It is growing on me. It's growing on me. It's called. What do you want to say, Ralph? You say it. Say
what? All right. So what it is it took a lot. Like you said, me and Milt went back and forth a lot with the name. He wanted something. I ain't saying what he wanted. I'm gonna leave that name alone.
It's a better name.
I'm sure Milt gonna put that name out there.
Yeah,
he's gonna call it that himself anyway.
I'm gonna put it out there on the survey. It's a better.
But what it's gonna be called? It's gonna be called basically the Titletown Awards.
Titletown Awards
for sports excellence. Basically, what we're doing is we're not just hosting tournaments. I'm not just doing tournaments and rankings. I'm not just doing that. We're not just popping up the game. We want to reward these kids at the end of the year for all their hard work. We want to put the fun back into the hands of these kids when it comes down to football. Mm-hmm. Kids like rankings at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They want to know what they got to do to be able to get over that person that's ranked over them. Oh, word, that quarterback got 5 touchdowns? Hey, coach, I want to go in, man. I got to go out there and at least get 6 this game so I can pass that guy. Kids like that. Yeah. And playing football growing up, that's what it was about. It was about that friendly competition of wanting to do better than that next person. Dap it up with them. Yo, I guarantee I get more touchdowns than you this game. Make it fun. And that's what we're doing with this award show. We're going to have a big statewide award show that we're going to bring everybody together across the state. We got a few categories that we're going to be picking off. They've got them here. We're going to do player of the year, defensive back of the year, defensive lineman, defensive player, linebacker. We're going to also do a team mom and a dad. We're going to look out for those team mom and the dads that help out these programs when, you know, these coaches got a lot on their plate, taking care of these kids and everything and preparing them for that level. Academic award. We're going to reward these kids that not only playing football, but keeping their grades up as well. Because regardless how much football you play, if the grades ain't there, it really ain't going to get you nowhere. But once you graduate high school, that's it. And some high schools ain't even letting you play if your grades ain't up there. So then we got the quarterback award, we got the running back award, the O-line award, wide receiver award, just to name a few. But we're gonna reward these kids for their hard work. We're gonna put it out there. We're gonna make these kids have fun this year. Also, every week on the Championship Roadshow, we're gonna be crowning a player of the week throughout the state. The player of the week throughout the state, we're going to reward them with a gift. I'm not going to say what it is yet until we get it in so we can physically show everybody what it is. But that's going to be a big thing for these kids that are going to get it every week throughout the state. And this is open for any league. I don't care what league your kid plays in. I don't care what team your kid plays on. If your kid is dominating, provide us with the information for his games, how many points they scored. If he's a quarterback, how many points he got. We want to pay attention to these kids. We want to reward these kids for their hard work. Don't fall into that limbo that we're not supporting these people or that people. You heard it from us first. We're supporting every team, every league, every kid that plays youth sports in New York State.
And I'm going to add this on because we just created a new group. What's the name of the state?
New York State Youth Sports Group.
New York State Youth Sports Group. Now that group is open for anybody that's doing any kind of event, any kind of sports event, any kind of news. Highlight your kids, put scores and stuff about your New York teams only. We just want New York teams only in the city, the state, and the county of New York. And we just want anybody that's doing anything, any sports event, basketball, baseball, track, whatever, to join this group. It's called the New York State Youth. What is it?
NY State Youth Sports Group.
Yep, NY State Youth Sports Group. We're gonna put that on our page. That's gonna be open for anybody that's doing any kind of event. And Ralph, you forgot to name the one of the biggest trophies at the Titletown Awards. You forgot. I'm gonna say the best concession awards.
Oh, the best concession award. That's for sure.
The best
all
concession.
These programs, y'all got to let us know. We got to know where the food at.
Yep.
We can't crown you based on you telling us your food is good.
Because Uncle Milk going to be there. You got to feed him. You got to feed Uncle Milk. When you see him.
Uncle Milk is the top judge for that.
Your Uncle Milk going to be there. When I pull up, you got to feed me. Remember that. Those that had them food concessions, man. You know when Uncle Milk put up, you got, I got to feed him.
So check it out. If you say that, now I forgot about that one. So Syracuse, if y'all listening, make sure y'all got them concessions running good out there. They taking care of concession out there. They gonna make sure everybody got their drinks and their food out there. So shout out to the Salt City Renegades out there in Syracuse. They helped me out a lot obtaining this field at this high school. The field is beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
So the field is beautiful. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna put on for New York State in the middle of New York. In the middle of New York, out in Syracuse, we're gonna go out there and put on, man, and show them how New York football can come together in any part of New York.
And that's true. And I'm gonna say this, like we're gonna end the show there. Ralph Draper is doing his thing, and we wanna give him homage that he's investing his resources, his time, his family time. We wanna shout out to his family, his wife and kids. And he's given us something that we do not have here in New York City. As far as youth football, is the competition and coming together and as a youth sports entity and putting on these events for the kids. And we want to thank Ralph Draper for that.
No doubt, man. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't want to do this anywhere else, even though I have that option of doing this anywhere. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I want to do it where I'm from. I want to do it for my people. Yeah. I want to do it for, for New York, man. I want to put on for New York.
Yeah, and it could be easy. It could be easy if everybody, get off their egos.
Right? At the end of the day, right? It's for the kids. Yeah. It's about bringing exposure to the state. Yeah. And you're right. Anybody could go out there and do it. I can travel down south and do it. You're right. You can. Knock yourself out. I'm not stopping you. No hard feelings. Enjoy your day. Yeah. But at the end of the day, this is something that we want to do for the state. Yeah. Nationally, you want to go out and get nationally ranked. Cool. Not stopping you. That's a great accomplishment because national rank is a whole nother level. But I feel at the end of the day, before you can get nationally ranked, you got to take care of it. You got to cover yourself at home.
That's like I said.
You got to be crowned at home before. Yeah. And I think one day, all these national and state rankings will come together for one genuine ranking system. So you can't do nothing on a national level if you didn't take over at home, which I think that's just backwards to me. You should always take over at home before you go on a national level. But, to each his own.
This is New York for New York. That's what I'm about.
New York for New York.
New York for New York. And that's what I'm about. I'm not putting it down, but I'm not dabbling in something I don't know yet and I don't understand. Shout out to the Longcrest Lions, and they called us in for Philly. And there's a couple of other teams called us in from out of state. And I tell everybody that's out of state, shout out to Coach Cat. From he supported us with his rankings, his kids' rankings down in Florida.
302?
Yeah, at 302. Shout out to Lennox from 302. And just like I told them, gentlemen, and even Wayne, the voice, shout out to the voice. Wayne, the voice. And our concern is New York City, New York State, and the county of New York right now. And that's what our concerns is, man. But we got to get out of here, man. We want to get into we need your support, man. We need your support. We want to thank you for the first 50, but to move us on to the next 50 and the next 50 and so on and so forth, we need the donations. The donation is the Cash App donations. You see in the bottom of our screen on YouTube is a Cash App donation, man. Just give us whatever you got. Hit that red button. Tell everybody in the house to hit the red button, man. We want to get our numbers up for our subscriptions is concerned. We got our t-shirts at NYC Podcast logo t-shirt at Amazon. Buy our t-shirt and leave your comments, good, bad, or ugly. We don't care. Leave your comments. Tell us how you feel. Tell us the way we can improve the show and everything. And we want to, just like I'm gonna say it again, we want to thank out to Mr. Phenomenal Alif Bey for coming on us earlier and giving us a few episodes that he took part of us giving and putting us on that roll to 50. We want to thank Mike from Mix 5 Radios to allowing me to have a face as Coach Chunkle Milk. We want to thank the people, the unsung people that's not on the show. They behind the scenes with the criticism and the creative criticism. Coach High was supposed to call in, so I don't even know what happened with him. But shout out to Coach High. He comes in and do what he can for the show, and he's part of the show. Thank you for BU for that 300 out the gate. Coach Smitty, Coach Adams, Coach Tuck, man, thank you for you guys coming on the show. Thank you, Coach Big Tuna, for giving us that episode 17, 463. Coach Alex from About You, 482. Thank you for the Riot Squad giving us 3 major episodes. Go look at that. We're having fun. Episode 20, episode 23, episode 28. That's 582, 532, and 462 on the episode. You know what I'm saying? And we got other episodes, that you can look into our archives. Go look at it. We have fun up here. We get a little controversy. We get a little back and forth. But at the end of the day, it's all fun. It's all fun. I have no
all fun and game.
I have no feelings or personal feelings about anything. You know what I'm saying? I leave it here. When I leave the show, I leave with good conscience and everything. I leave everything here. And I want to thank you guys for being patient with me. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional announcer. I'm not a professional host. I mix up words, forget things. But let me tell you something. You know, the reason why I have to be in this chair, because there's nobody else who's going to believe in something that you believe in. So I'm a type of guy, I'm going to do it first. I'm going to do it first and get it off the ground, and I'm going to pass the baton to somebody that's worthy, that's going to get it right. But you got to do what you got to do first. It'd be easy to take the no, the letdown, and say, nah, man, I don't want to do it, and then I go into oblivion. I didn't do that. I took the no, and I found out a way to do it. Yes, I want to thank my partner, producer Joe, because he could have been out of here after episode 3, but he said he's a content creator. He said, let's do it. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it to another level. And that's from him, got us to here, episode 50. And we're going to be continuing to bring this show to you and go ahead in the future and do what we got to do. And we're going out with the other episodes, the videos of the other episodes that y'all guys need to watch. And that's it with tonight. 2 hours on the show. Our first 2 hour show, man. You know, no, we probably had another 2 hour show, right? Had quite a few. It's the first one that was full with something. All right, we want to thank you guys, man, and please tune in next Thursday. We'll be in Syracuse, King of New York, live on the air at 8 o'clock in some hotel room. Me and Ralph Draper live on the air at 8 o'clock, and I want to say thank you, God bless, and see you guys next week. 50 is in the bag. 50 is in the bag, man. Thank you. Solid right now, you know? Because
what y'all doing? Y'all starting over or y'all moving on to high school?
Oh yeah. Well, what's going on? What's next? I had some rumors. I heard some rumors. I heard some rumors, man. I heard your guys got your eyes on a nice 12U.
No, I ain't heard nothing like that.
I heard you're looking at the next project. You know,
we got our eyes on the next 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Y'all gonna go all the way down to 8?
You talking about us two together?
Yeah.
What? We splitting. We separate ourselves.
Or Ryan's car gonna say, Ryan's gonna be like, all right, you know what? We just gonna start our own program.
We gonna come together at the end. We gonna see who will get to the national. We gonna see.
We gonna see what that's how it happens.
Yo, come on, man. Y'all can't break up New Edition, bro. Come on, man. Y'all all got agents now? Yo. Yo, all got 8. Yo, you know, we splitting up the group, man. I like Bobby, Mike, and Ricky, Rob. You know, come on, man.
Yeah, but you know, Bobby,
I'm about to say Bobby had to go do his thing.
He had a good career though.
Yeah, man. Yo, y'all had a good run, man.
Yo, we gonna be together, but we two gonna be on different levels though. It's a cheat code. Up together, it's a cheat code.
I'm about to say.
Joe, that's a cheat code. We can't all be together, but it's no fun. It's no fun. We gotta give other teams, you know what I'm saying?
See, we got some, Carl. Carl got an agent already, yo.
Ain't no cheat code, man. If y'all doing it, man.
It's been that way.
I hear you.
Competition is on the road.
We love competition. Shout out to Angel also, man. We be like
Coach Angel, Coach Buddy. Respect to those guys.
Yeah, yo, shout out to Coach.
We already got so many new kids coming in this year already. The season didn't even start yet. It's gonna be crazy.
That's the price you pay for winning.
The season isn't even in yet. We still high right now.
You know how I'm telling you. You know how hard. Do you know how hard to keep a Super Bowl squad together?
Hey man, it's
to do it again.
No, that team that we had. No, a national. You mean that national squad?
Yeah.
That team is.